them to be up here. Maybe there's a little bit of a core developing. Gary Sanchez, we've seen what he can do. Aaron Judge is here. He's playing right field probably as much as he can until the rest of the year. And Tyler Austin at first base, the only one that, would have been a little that Greg Bird hadn't
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in New York City, and it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. Today, it's the New York Yankees against the Tampa Bay Rays in the rubber game of a 3-game set from Citi Field here in Queens, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball, along with Al Leiter. I'm Michael Kay. Yankee hitting, it wasn't there last night. Sonny Gray pitched a complete game, but the Yankees lost because Gray made 2 mistakes.
He did, and the 2 home runs. But I'll tell you what, that offense really wasn't much. The Yankees got 3 hits.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in New York City, and it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. Today, the New York Yankees against the Tampa Bay Rays in the rubber game of a 3-game set from Citi Field here in Queens, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball. And for the Yankees, it's Jaime Garcia. Garcia back in the rotation.
Yeah, Jaime Garcia. Listen, watching Jaime Garcia, he's got to be down in the zone. I mean, his last start against Cleveland, pretty good. 5 innings, only gave up the 1 earned run, but this is a guy that is not going to blow hitters away. He's got 5 starts with the Yankees, has yet to get a win. If he's down in the zone, he's changing speeds. He's tough to hit, but it's an interesting matchup there. He's got to be able to throw strikes. And on the other side, Chris Archer, I think similarly. A couple starts ago against the White Sox, he only faced 3 batters, had a forearm issue, and then gave up 8 runs against the Red Sox in his last start. Great strikeout stuff, plus stuff across the board. This guy's one of the premier pitchers when throwing strikes.
Be interested to see what the Yankee offense does against him and what Castro does against him. Starlin 0 for his last 14. We'll hear from him and Meredith Marakovits when we return right here on Yes.
Welcome back. I'm Meredith Marakovits. The Yankees offense as a whole last night just couldn't get anything going against the Rays staff, and Starlin Castro's struggles continue. If you take a look at what he's done over the last 6 games, his production has just not come even. His production has just not come even.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching, yes.
I think what made last night a frustrating loss for the Yankees, Michael, just watching what Sonny Gray was able to do, the 8 innings, yes, 2 solo home runs, first batter of the game, and then Danny Echeverria in the 8th, but Yankees just didn't hit. 3 hits on the night, 1 run against Blake Snell, nice young pitcher. Push some early runs.
2-2. Beautiful day. Sun shining for this afternoon outing between the Yankees and the Rays. Crowd not as big as last night, which makes sense. People are at work on a Wednesday. School is also in session, so you're not going to have as much of a pool of people from which to draw fans. 2-2.
Yeah, what a crowd last night, really. The 28,000.
21,000.
21,000. Into it. I don't know, when Sonny Gray had that little jam in the fourth, and good environment.
And the payoff. Swing and a miss. Late swing by Gardner. And he goes down on strikes.
Yeah, that's that slider that Chris Archer gets so many home run strikeouts now, 231. You see 3-2 count. He realizes it's going to be a strike. He's just hoping to foul it off. Not a good swing. Fastball, fastball, and then 3-2. Not good.
Here's Chase Headley, a 10-game hitting streak for Headley. Hitting .355 during the streak. 14 hits and 39 at-bats. Fly ball. Left field. Borges puts it away for the second out. Yankees tomorrow will start a homestand with a 4-game set against the Orioles starting tomorrow night. Here's Gary Sanchez, the DH. Kind of half a day off for the catcher. Day game after night game. Although yesterday's game was remarkably quick. And the reason for that is you don't hit. When you don't hit, you don't score a lot of runs. The game's not going to take that long.
8 combined hits, Michael. Only 7 left on base for both teams.
Oh and 1 on Sanchez. Sanchez 12 hits in his last 28 at-bats. Has 30 home runs and 83 runs batted in. One and 1. Foul back to the screen. 1 and 2 on Sanchez.
I don't know whether it's just our mics on the field, but he sounds like he's throwing fast, Archer. Hear the sizzle of the ball traveling through the air.
Sucre might have the perfect glove that pops.
I assume people at home can hear it, but I hear the whistle of the ball traveling.
Sometimes the way you throw a ball on a certain amount of spin also gives you that whistle. I remember Jim Kite used to tell me when he was warming up next to Sandy Koufax in the World Series that you could hear the way the curveball would cut through the air.
There's certain guys. I remember the old Arlington Stadium, Mike, when Nolan Ryan was pitching, to go as closest to the bat rack on the third base side. That's where the visiting team sat, and you could hear you can hear the sizzle. Impressive, the guys that are at that 95 to 100, but others not so much.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, just underway here at Citi Field. 3 and 2. Well, that should sizzle. That was 99 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's got that stuff. He averages 95, over 95, but it's crispy fastball. Gets predictable, mostly just fastball slider. I mentioned he loves his slider. He threw a 3-2 slider to Gardner, so he comes back with that here.
Line drive, base hit for Sanchez. Well, let's look at the game time weather presented by City MD. Feeling under the weather? Just walk into City MD urgent care. 81 degrees, humidity 50%. Wind is 9 miles per hour. It's partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain.
Beautiful. What a beautiful day.
Here's Didi Gregorius, 293 batting average. He's 10 for his last 29. Career high in home runs and RBIs. Popped up on the left side. Longoria gives it a look, and it hits up against the screen. Just a strike. I remarked yesterday with the screens up that Jeter's great play in 2004 would not have been made. And someone pointed out on Twitter, I was reading afterward, it would have been made, it wouldn't have been as dramatic.
Yeah.
Because he caught the ball in fair territory and then kept running, so he would have run right into the screen, not into the stands.
And no cut.
Right.
Bleeding. Just saved him a scar.
The 0-1, he's done okay with that, though. Yeah, the way he was running, he might have boomeranged across the field.
Well, at City here, they have a big net going all the way down.
Yeah. Two and one. Well, they're certainly making Archer throw strikes here in the top of the first inning. But getting into the Rays bullpen is certainly no picnic because they pitched pretty well last night. And since the All-Star game, it's been a strength. Popped up behind the plate. Sucre gives it a look, but it's over the screen.
Well, that's one area where the Tampa Bay Rays front office went out and added some players. We saw Steve Cishek last night did a nice job coming in from their starter Blake Snell. Dan Jennings was another pickup. Tommy Hunter. God, I don't remember him throwing as hard as he is. He's up in that upper 90, 98.
As a starter, no, but as a reliever, he's been throwing that hard.
And Colomé is most saves in baseball, 44 saves now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. That one put in play, popped up. Espinoza makes the play, and that will do it. For the Yankees in the first, no runs to hit, and 1 man left on base. Yankees nothing. Tampa Bay Rays coming to bat. Yankees will go with a 6-man rotation. That 6th man is that man, Jaime Garcia. And we'll take a look at the Rays starting lineup that the Yankee lefty is going to face. Kevin Kiermaier in center field will lead off. Batting second, the DH, Lucas Duda. Evan Longoria at third base will hit third. Cleaning up first baseman Logan Morrison. Steven Souza Jr. in right field will bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria. Peter Borges, he's in left field, he'll bat seventh. Jesus Sucre will catch him, bat eighth. And batting ninth and playing second base, it's Danny Espinoza.
Jaime Garcia, the lefty. Michael mentioned the 6-man rotation this go-around. You see the numbers there. Now, this will be his 6th start as a Yankee. 0-2, 3 no decisions, so he's yet to get a win as a Yankee. 3 different teams. Started with Atlanta. Let's take a look at the pitcher scout report brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. Relies on movement and changing speeds. Yes, he's not going to overpower guys. Fastball, curveball, slider, change, kind of mixes all the pitches in. Traveling man, I mentioned that he started this year. He made 3 consecutive starts with 3 different teams. Atlanta, 1 start with Minnesota, and then he was traded to the Yankees and has to be down the zone. Yeah, when he's got good 2-seam action on his fastball, meaning sinking fastball. If he's down, he's tough. And take advantage of these aggressive Tampa Bay hitters when he gets ahead. Make pitches look like strikes but are out of the zone.
Here's Kiermaier, hit the first pitch from Sonny Gray over the fence for a home run last night. And he shows a drag bunt, takes high. 1-0.
You know, the one numbers, I mean, we're filled with numbers, but as a Yankee, for a guy that's not overpowering, Jaime Garcia, just walking too many guys. He got 16 walks in the 24 and 2/3 innings in his starts with the Yanks. Tough enough to pitch, but you add base runners, and you're a contact pitcher. He's not a strikeout guy.
Chop slowly, going to be a very tough play. Castro not in time as Kiermaier beats it out.
We saw Kiermaier.
Very tough play. Castro not in time as Kiermaier beats it out. Chop slowly, going to be a very tough play. Castro not in time as Kiermaier beats it out.
We saw Kiermaier last night, first pitch against Sonny Gray. Now it's a little number, dribbles it, second base. I thought Castro, all in one moment. He had to do that. Kiermaier, fast runner, made it close, but definitely safe. You see here on the Mercedes-Benz Yesmo, all in one motion. Yeah, just didn't have enough on it. I'll tell you what, put a little more zip, maybe it had him. John Tumpain, the first base umpire, getting it right.
There's Lucas Duda. Want to know?
Familiar confines for Lucas Duda, all the years with the Mets.
Most home runs in this ballpark, 71 home runs. Park opened up the same year as Yankee Stadium, 2009. Let's see if they can turn two. Tough play for Didi. Goes one. That's all they'll get. So that's a 6-5 force. Good play by Gregorius.
With this shifting going on, Didi Gregorius on the second base side does a nice job. Bobbles it just a little bit. Todd Frazier, who was a shortstop a long time ago, college ball, tried to maybe get a chance to make the transfer. Lucas or Duda easily getting first.
Longoria takes low, 1-0. Longoria 3 for his last 16. Take a look at the Yankee defense presented by Geico. Gardner, Ellsbury, and Clint Frazier's in right. In the infield, Frazier, Todd, Gregorius, Castro, and Headley third to first. Romine behind the plate. And we've detailed Jaime Garcia on the mound. Fly ball right field. Clint Frazier is there to make the play. 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Logan Morrison. And we'll take a look at the Jeep Hitter scouting report.
Well, Logan Morrison, a career year, 36 home runs. I mean, this guy, you know, started with the Marlins. His previous high was 23. What a nice pickup for Tampa Bay Rays, trade from Seattle. Hurt in the Yankees, 323 batting average, 2 home runs in the 13 games this year, so he has caused problems for the Yanks. And fly ball revolution. You know, all this launch angle and, you know, guys trying to go for the yard there. 35% was his fly balls last year. It's almost 50%, Michael, of fly balls, meaning angle, bat, trajectory. You hear from guys like Josh Donaldson talk about it, Justin Turner, Daniel Murphy. When you don't care about strikeouts as much and you figure out an angle to your bat can get you some distance and home runs, that's what guys are going to. He's proven it, 36 home runs.
0 for his last 12. Duda leads off first, and there's a strike. And the pitch. Hit sharply, right to Castro. He goes to his knees, gets up, flips to first, and that will do it. No runs you hit, no errors, no one man left. One in the books at Citi Field. Nothing on yes. Brought to you by Toyota. Prius Prime is the official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees. Does Cleveland's 20-game win streak change your opinion of their playoff chances? Why or why not? Noah Broderick said, yes, it does. You never want to go into the playoffs stumbling, and Cleveland is surging. They also have experience. Follow Yes Network and tweet us your responses using hashtag Yankees Prius Prime to keep the conversation going. Cleveland is up 4-1 in the third already against the Tigers. So that would be 21 wins in a row if they hold on.
Watch The Voice live with YouTube
Starlin
TV.
Castro leads off.
Hey guys, Tropics here. Welcome back.
0 for his last 14, 2 for his last 27.
And I'm pretty sure you know.
Meredith spoke to him. Meredith, what's he feeling right now?
Well, Michael, right now he said he's just not trusting his hands. He's kind of getting caught in between, trying to hit a curveball and a fastball at the same time. And as we know, that will not work for anyone as Castro gets back on track with a single here to lead off. He also mentioned he needs to look for one pitch, react to the other. This is obviously a good step in the right direction. But the good news with Castro, Michael, he did say physically he's okay. No ill effects after missing time with that hamstring injury. It's September. He's ready to get going.
And he also said when he was asked, are you tired? He said, I had 2 months off on the DL. I think he's calling for the baseball there. And I think they will save the baseball because it breaks an 0 for 14. He's got good humor about it. Reyes is the one who called for the ball. Now I wonder, Al, it's all fun and games for the Yankees where, you know, Castro's 0 for 14. So he gets a hit and they call for the ball. If you're Archer, does that chap you a bit?
No, and if it was a lot more obvious, I don't think Archer really knew, but no, I think that's playful, not to Archer.
1-1.
I think flipping of the bat or being a little more demonstrative is more offensive to a pitcher at times. No, it says a lot about Starlin Castro, right? I mean, guys get in slumps. I mean, you're not going to bat 1,000. I mean, here's a guy that a 281 lifetime hitter. He's batted over 300 in his career a couple seasons.
Hit sharply, a base hit for Ellsbury. Castro round second, he'll go to third. Throw cut off by Echeverria. Ellsbury's hot hitting continues. First and third, nobody out. Throw cut off by Echeverria.
Ellsbury in a 2-1 count. I said about Archer liking his slider. Well, he's given up 3 hits.
Ellsbury's
All
hot
of them are on
hitting
sliders. That ball,
first and third, nobody out.
You couldn't get better center cut. And he stays through the middle like Starlin Castro did. Even though he was out in front, you have to respect Archer's ability to throw a ball upper 90s. And he's hot. There are the numbers right there. Oh, against Archer. Look at that.
Wow. 22 for 43 now. 5-12. And that's a large sample size, Al, so he obviously sees the ball very well against Archer.
You know, Chris Archer, he's a 2-pitch pitcher starter with plus stuff, but there's no doubt about it. Sometimes we see numbers and it's not much of a track record, but he's had plenty of bats against Archer.
Is Pilar. Martin now 0 for 13 in his career against Sale. So one away man in scoring position. Ace Ticket, Boston's trusted source for Red Sox tickets from bleachers to boxes to all games at Fenway. Back with a 200% guarantee. You can visit aceticket.com right now or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
You know, Eck, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but we're kind of in this age of hitting where it's launch. It's hit, underneath the baseball and launch it. And to me, that makes guys vulnerable to high fastballs.
Yeah, that's why the whole game is
exactly.
They're striking guys out on high fastballs. A guy that isn't even a fastball pitcher. Now, he is. But I've seen guys with mediocre cheese throw balls by guys upstairs. And I'm saying, you see this fastball up out of the zone, but that's got some hair on it. It's not like 90.
The Red Sox as a staff have had great success with this.
And by the way, I don't agree with that
philosophy.
That philosophy of hitting. No, not at all.
It's all about hitting a home run. And launch angle.
Yep.
Barney 231, 5 home runs. As a man at second and 1 down.
We saw that last night, didn't we? By Vasquez throwing out a runner.
Yeah, Sandy Leon's another guy. He likes to throw the ball around too.
Yeah.
Vasquez resting tonight.
How about his hair? Did you check out his hair?
I'm not a fan of it.
It's like it's yellow.
Yeah.
Last night he was golden.
Yeah, he came out of there firing. Man, look at the pitch he threw on too. Wasn't the greatest of throws, but a nice catch it there by Marrero. And then you see this. Look at the tag. He got that tag down so fast.
Yeah, that was Marrero.
Yes.
Who had a really good night out there, kind of quietly, defensively. At second base again tonight.
There's that moss, that yellow moss.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's orange.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at it.
Yeah.
See, I'm digging it. It's gold to me.
Yeah, it's gold is what it is.
Would not chase. 3-2. Tampa Bay has grabbed a 1-0 lead on the Yankees in the first inning.
Who was that? Snell, number 4 with Tampa Bay, the left-hander. These weird numbers. You know who the guy is. That's why they picked those numbers.
3-2. Barney came in swinging a pretty good bat, 315 in his last 19 games. Not noted for his offense necessarily. Really fine defender, former Gold Glover. Won that over in the National League with the Cubs. And a payoff pitch.
That's kind of a flat slider. He wanted to throw a strike is what he was trying to do.
Well, Sale struck out 3 in the first inning. He allowed a home run to Donaldson. He's allowed a base hit in this inning. If you can get Barney, it'll be number 4. And the 3-2 again. And he walked him. So he's walked 2 men. First and second. Richard Urania, the shortstop, will step in next.
Tonight after Red Sox coverage, NESN Sports Today will save you time with the latest breaking news, including an update on the injured Red Sox. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank. See what know-how can do.
Urania, 220 hitter from the Dominican Republic. 1 for his last 23. Tell you what, they're up there swinging the bats, aren't they?
Yeah, he's expecting fastball on the first pitch. He doesn't get it. He gets a change up and out in front of that pitch a little bit, fouling it off.
I mean, you know, a guy, he's around the plate.
Here's that changeup right there. You know, first pitch against Sale. I mean, I'm certainly looking at fastball. I'm not looking for changeup, obviously.
Pilar and Barney on base. Another one fouled away, 97.
Now what are you going to do as a hitter? I mean, you've got to defend everything, and then you'll see somebody swing out of their shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's what makes me sick.
Nice catch here. Well done, young man. And the 0-2 to Uranian. Swing and a miss. He buried that slider and got him for strikeout number 4.
Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. And again, it's the breaking ball. He saw every pitch in that at bat. The fastball with changeup, and then the breaking ball down and in, unhittable.
I mean, that looks so easy, doesn't it? When he does it, change up, fastball by you, slider, forget about it. I mean,
I think one thing to keep in mind here early is the 40 pitches up there already.
yeah, that's concerning. It's hard to punch out 13 guys with the pitch count gets up.
And they're fouling off a lot of pitches, at least to this point. Here's Hernandez for the second time. Sale struck him out to begin the ball game.
I see somewhere Leon is leading the league in ERA for a catcher. Did you say that
ERA.
somewhere?
Yep.
They should drive me crazy. Catcher had an ERA, right? They get the wins and losses.
Leading the American League, 3.34 catcher's ERA, number 2 in the majors.
It certainly helps when you're catching Chris Sale.
No doubt.
5 days.
Are you kidding me?
It is, by the way, the lowest by a qualifying Sox catcher since at least 1987.
You get more iron if your ERA is low as a catcher? You think so?
I don't know if you take that to the negotiating table. I don't know what they say about stuff like that.
Here's the 0-2 to Hernandez.
There you go.
Down he goes. That one 99 miles an hour.
Ooh.
So he has 5 strikeouts through 2 innings tonight. 1-1.
Yes, 9 o'clock works for me. Bye. Another referral. Our customers love us.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi. I'm at a customer's home and we broke into something very expensive. Am I covered?
Yes. Don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
It's okay.
What started as a passion to make something original has grown into an enterprise. That's why I switched to the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. Now I'm earning unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase I make. Everything. Which adds up to thousands of dollars back every year and helps keep my passion growing in every direction. What's in your wallet?
This is the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year, Dude Perfect style. Yeah! Did you see that? Want to see it again? Yeah! You get epic internet and Wi-Fi. X1 with built-in Netflix. And more shows on the go than anyone. Dude, perfect.
Get our best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play and get free installation. Plus, get X1 DVR free for a year. Click today.
I used to love going to sports bars for honey barbecue chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, he is.
So we go to DQ for the honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this Blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket, only at DQ.
With a rookie record of 50 homers, is Aaron Judge now the favorite for the American League MVP? Text 1 for yes, 2 for no. You can text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. One message per vote. Both of you guys last night thought not.
I've had a change of heart. I was looking at the numbers today, and I still think Altuve is going to be right there, but I didn't realize just how good. I was thinking purely home runs. I mean, you look at some of these other numbers for Judge, very, very impressive.
He leads the league in runs.
Where would the Yankees be without him?
Right. You take him off that club again, and they wouldn't be there, right? I mean,
the home run total would be very similar to a year ago without Judge.
But is that fair? Then you go to each team saying, if you took this guy off that team, they wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
It's so, but today, when I got here and I was looking at the numbers, and because I know we'd be talking, toward the end of the season about some of these guys, and I thought for sure Altuve, but then I looked at these numbers. I said, man, this guy's going to get a lot of votes.
Oh yeah, it's going to be close. It is.
Well, he cratered for a good 6 weeks, and then started hitting them, 2 a game again.
Yeah.
And the Yankees are in the postseason.
But he's gone off on these home runs like Stanton was there for a while.
Right.
Still is.
50 home runs. He's driven in 108. He scored 124 runs. It's tough to look beyond that. Although Altuve is right on the brink of 200 hits. So one man gone, and Marrero at 220 with 4 homers, 27 runs batted in. Well, this is a very different looking Red Sox lineup tonight, with no Mookie Betts and no Dustin Pedroia. Eduardo Nunez, of course, just getting back into the lineup last night after missing for a couple of weeks, and could only have 2 at-bats before that knee shut him down again.
I tell you what, I'm concerned not only about Nunez, because that was pretty obvious last night. I think Mookie will be okay, I hope, but how about Pedroia? That's I don't know there.
He's really hurting, and he's what they're doing with him and what he's trying to do with himself is pace himself to when he feels good enough to be able to play, and that hasn't happened now for a couple of days. And he played Sunday, and he didn't feel very well in that game at all.
He's not running at all.
No, he's got some big time knee problems, and that's going to have to be addressed, I'm sure, in the offseason in some form.
Well, you could really tell Sunday that he was ailing too.
Yeah.
And you can't get him in the lineup. I know they've DH'd him, but you really don't want to do that. Right. I mean, Hanley's your DH, right, against left-handed pitching, what have you. Then Nunez, we were talking about how are you going to fill this lineup out? First, and without them, now it's like becoming, oh my goodness, now what are you going to do?
I was in Farrell's office this afternoon, and every day he and Gary DeSarcina sit there and they make out the lineup together, and they were really struggling today because they had so many injuries, trying to piece together the best possible lineup they could to get on the field tonight.
And even with a deeper ball club, it's hard to do when you lose players of that caliber.
Marrero thought he was out.
Yeah.
He's going to go walk away, wasn't he?
He's heading back to the dugout.
Yeah, yep, he thinks he's gone, and he's still got life.
Now comes the pleasant news. You still have another chance.
Leon on deck, 1 down, the 3-2 from Happ. A long at bat for Devin here. Next pitch will be the 10th of the at bat. Tied up 1-1 in the second. And that'll strike him out. On number 10, he dotted it.
Yeah.
So 2 up and 2 down. Let's get out to Guerin.
Obi, with all these recent injuries, bench coach Gary DiSarcina told me that it creates opportunities for other players, especially the September call-ups, and he said they got plenty of guys on the bench who can help out. He said you can't replace Mookie, you can't replace Nunez, and you can't replace Pedroia, but you hope guys can hold it down until they return. And he said he felt like a lot of guys really stepped up while Nunez was out on this recent road trip and played together as a team. Guys, he said it's a long season, and you can't feel sorry for yourselves. You just got to keep pushing forward.
Well, no one's feeling sorry for the Boston Red Sox, not sitting there with 91 wins, coming off an 8-1 road trip. And Sandy Leon gets in here against Happ, who struck out the first 2 men in the inning.
I remember back a couple months ago, they hammed and egged it at third base with Marrero and Lynn. Remember, they did a nice job middle of the season, right before the All-Star break, wasn't it? In fact, I thought Marrero swung the bat better than he ever did this year.
He did. Remember, he hit 2 home runs in Chicago. And there's the injury to Nunez, or the re-injury, the aggravation of that right knee.
Yeah, it just didn't look bad. He caught a spike, and then I heard Farrell talking about maybe using different shoes. I think we got more of a problem than what shoes he's going to use.
Yeah. Now, that did not look good at all, and it looked like something that's going to linger. I mean, the whole process of the straight ahead running the bases, don't you think that has to start over again now?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
1-2. And right past him at 93, so big inning for Happ. He strikes out the side. We're locked up 1-1.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
This is the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year, Dude Perfect style. Yeah! Did you see that? Want to see it again? Yeah! You get epic internet and Wi-Fi. X1 with built-in Netflix. And more shows on the go than anyone. Dude, perfect.
Get our best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play and get free installation. Plus, get X1 DVR free for a year. Click today.
Mrs. Andrews, I found the perfect stone for your ring. Come in this afternoon. No.
Hello, the Hartford.
Yes, hello. I need to file a property claim.
Don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense, and other times credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
Sports Bash wants your vote. The Globe Sport writers nominated many of your favorite athletes and moments in several categories, and now you can cast your vote at theglobies.com. Voting ends Monday, October 2nd, so go to theglobies.com right now and cast your vote. Moving out of the third inning, Chris Sale with 5 Ks in the first 2 innings, so sitting at 305. Pedro's record at 313.
I'm just thinking, you won a Globie last year.
I did.
Yeah, I was there. I watched you accept the award.
Very kind of you to be there.
You got a standing O.
My wife was there. She did, yeah. Donaldson stings another one high and deep to right field.
How about this guy?
Way back, he's done it again.
Oh, that's like, oh my goodness.
3 home runs in 2 nights.
Ooh, this guy is on fire. This is impressive. He drives this ball the other way. My goodness, number what, 33?
not a good time for him to get hot coming into Fenway Park. He got a breaking ball that he took for a home run in the first inning. Now he gets a fastball just a little bit above the belt and shows opposite field power, and a lot of it.
That is impressive.
That is the 6th time this season he's hit more than one home run in a game.
I couldn't even get out of my mouth that he hit 15 first-inning home runs. Tonight being the 15th. Leads the world. Meanwhile, he goes bridge opposite field. Woo.
Smoke is 0 for 1. He struck out looking. Not like Donaldson had good numbers against Sale coming into play tonight, a 208 average, but he did have 2 home runs, and now he has 4.
Was that the first pitch both times, Jerry? Did he get the first pitch out the first time up?
I
can't remember.
I can't remember. He's locked in. He's some kind of locked in right now.
2-2 and a fly ball right center field, moving on over Young, and JBJ will take that. Communication not quite as good when it's not Mookie Betts out there.
Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox First Pitch, presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. TC Jim and Carlos Pena will recap Chris Sale's start tonight and have highlights from the Astros-Rangers game.
Going back to the question, it was the second pitch he hit back in the first inning for the home run.
And Bautista took ball 4 in the first. One hit, 17 at bats, lifetime against Chris Sale.
You know, that's what makes you want to throw that changeup first pitch.
Yankees have tied their game in the second inning with Tampa Bay 1-1. This might be a night where pitch count gets him.
Oh, yeah.
Up to 52 with 1 down in the third.
You know, the last start when he got the 13 strikeouts and he went back out for the 8th inning to get it, his pitch count wasn't a matter of him throwing that many pitches.
It was
right?
under 100.
It was under 100, so it was not a big deal.
And I know there were a lot of critics. People didn't think that John Farrell, some anyway, didn't feel that he should have put him back out there for that 300 strikeout. Sale said he was not even aware that he was that close, that the next one would be his 300th.
He was the only one that didn't know.
He got that in Baltimore. Here comes the 3-2 and foul back.
I'll tell you what. Ooh,
that was close.
Look out, Dave. Wow.
That hit here?
That was close.
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't budge.
That almost got in.
Yeah.
We got to open these
You
up.
could have hit me in the dome right there, and I wouldn't have even moved.
3-2.
Oh.
Choppy looking swing on that slider to strike him out for the 6th of the ball game for Chris Sale.
You talk about a defensive swing on a slider right here. That ball's outside, and then it comes back to the corner, and a very late swing by Bautista. He thought the ball was going to be away, and all of a sudden he realized, uh-oh, it's coming back to the corner. I got to swing.
And every time a Red Sox pitcher strikes out a Blue Jays batter, Lexus will donate $50 to the Greater Boston Food Bank.
I don't know about you, Jerry, but we had Kangaroo Court back in the day, and then you're looking for a funky swing. And whoever got the funky swing,
he'd be paying up.
Oh, he'd be paying.
Morales whiffed his first at bat. He's had a solid year, 27 homers. RBIs are down. Typically he'd be around 100 at this point in the season. And the 0-2 from Sale. He's got number 7 lined up here. Sale leading the majors with 18 double-digit strikeout games. And the 0-2.
Well, he only needs 10 strikeouts to tie Pedro's 10 or more strikeouts 19 times. He's got 18. I mean, that's impressive right there. Hello. Some guys don't have 10 strikeout games their whole career.
2-strike pitch to Morales. Line shot and a base hit. Off into the alley. Benintendi to cut it in front of the warning track. So it'll be a lengthy single for Kendrys Morales coming with 2 down.
You know, you got to give the Blue Jays some credit here because, you know, the pitch counts up there for Chris Sale early in the ball game, and what they're doing is they're fouling off a lot of pitches, and all of a sudden then he gets this high fastball and he's able to rifle it by Bogaerts to pick up the base hit, but that's after a couple of foul balls. So, you know, they're making him work very hard here in the first 3 innings.
And on a hot night, here's Pilar, base hit in second, 1 for 1. Toronto with a 2-1 lead. And a pair of home runs by Josh Donaldson.
You know, when you look at the strikeouts for the Blue Jays league-wise, they're about the middle of the pack. They've got the 8th most in the league.
One ball and 1 strike, no swing, said Larry Vanover.
You know, Pomeranz had an easy time with Toronto this year up until last night.
Well, I've been on the other side of the coin, you know, where you come in, you're a last place ball club, the Blue Jays, you're playing a team that's still got a chance to win a division, and it kind of, you know, instead of playing the last week out against teams that got nothing to play for, you know, you kind of rise a little bit because you're playing a team that's in contention. And that's what the Red Sox are getting.
2 down, a man on, and 1-2 gets him. Pilar down on a changeup. 7th strikeout.
Look out, Dave.
Got to be active. Don't give it the boot. That was close.
Finally, partner. Our own office.
Never gonna forget this, Dave.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Okay, desk in the background.
Okay.
Best day ever.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi, we've had some property damage. Please tell me we're covered.
Yes, don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you. Thanks.
This is the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year, Dude Perfect style. Yeah! Did you see that? Want to see it again? Yeah! You get epic internet and Wi-Fi. X1 with built-in Netflix. And more shows on the go than anyone. Dude, perfect.
Get our best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play and get free installation. Plus, get X1 DVR free for a year. Click today.
Limits are meant to push you, but I'm not afraid to push back. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
With custom batting gloves like Xander Bogaerts and go back to school in style. Coaches for discounted pricing. You can email teamsales@franklinsports.com. Franklin Sports is the official batting glove of Major League Baseball.
You know, every time we see Freddie, Freddie Lynn, who we just saw on the shot there in the Legend Suite, looks like he's just having a good time in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That bothers me.
Yeah, it's like, he's thin, he looks young.
Yeah, and he goes back to San Diego.
Yeah.
He's not a care in the world. He doesn't need any iron. He's like, come on.
Barney up and over to first base. And Jackie Bradley now 0 for his last 23.
Yeah, there he is. Now, his day's almost over. You know, he
that's a
goes
tough
out,
life.
waves, he goes in, he talks to a few people. But he always looks, I mean, he looks younger every time I see him.
Yeah, and he plays great golf. I can't hate anybody more. I mean, this guy has got it going on. Right? I mean, he probably plays maybe a 4 handicap, stuff like that.
Did he make big dough when he played?
I don't know. At the time it was.
Because he's not doing anything.
I know. How's he do that?
I don't know.
We got to get Freddie in here. We got to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe he says his wife's got iron. I don't know.
She might.
Yeah.
Maybe he just invested wisely.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot happened since we broke in. We all broke in together. 75. Me, you, and him. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Xander 1 for 1 with an infield single, and he has scored a run. I did some baseball with Freddie years ago, and I'm talking like 15 years ago, over on ESPN. He was an occasional analyst.
Yeah, even then he wasn't full time. He was just I feel like doing a game this week, so I'll go do a game with Dave, and that's it. And then I'm going to go back to San Diego.
But you can't walk up to him and say, "How much iron you got?" Right? I mean,
I would.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
How do you do
Jerry
it?
would.
Yeah.
Jerry would.
So, how could was this possible?
Yeah.
I mean, because as long as I've known him, he hasn't done anything.
No.
When I worked with him a couple times, he used to whisper in my ear, "I don't need the money."
Did he?
Yeah.
You say that?
I don't need the money.
Nice problem.
3-2, liner to right field, right at Bautista. 2 up and 2 down.
Get expert emergency care without leaving the ballpark at the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center First Aid Station, located behind Section 12 on the lower concourse. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit bidmc.org.
2 away for Chris Young, who doubled in a run in the first inning. He caught the wall. A 2-base hit that scored Bogarts.
There have been a lot more eyeballs on Chris Young playing the last couple of nights. Talked about the reverse splits. He's supposed to be swinging the bat good off left-handed pitching. That's what you want him for. That hasn't been the case this year. First time up it was.
Well, it's going to be a fast inning for Happ, his second in a row. It's the Red Sox 1-2-3, 2-1 Toronto.
RPG gods on a quest for glory love the show because the journey to the top of the mountain is 100% fire demon free. Pave your path in Road to the Show. Everybody loves the show.
This is the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year, Dude Perfect style. Yeah! Did you see that? Want to see it again? Yeah! You get epic internet and Wi-Fi. X1 with built-in Netflix. And more shows on the go than anyone. Dude, perfect.
Get our best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play and get free installation. Plus, get X1 DVR free for a year. Click today.
Finally, partner, our own office.
Never gonna forget this, Dave.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the background.
Okay.
Best day ever.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi, we've had some property damage. Please tell me we're covered.
Yes, don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you. Thanks.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types. Because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
the season, you can bring the whole family to Fenway Park with a family 4-pack. You get 4 tickets, 4 Fenway Franks, and 4 fountain sodas, courtesy of Aramark. Go to redsox.com/family 4-pack to get your great deal now.
Great to see some of the Bruins here. Hey, you got to love the hockey guys. 4 guys, 4 beers up there.
Guy on the right just got some money recently, too.
Yeah, Pasternak.
Yeah. Talking about iron, might as well continue. He's styling. He's got about 40 beans, didn't he?
One of your favorite topics.
Yeah, I know. Just a kid, right?
Good for him.
He's oiling out there.
Not driving?
Not driving.
Now Martin, 0 for 1. He is grounded out to short. A native of Canada, East York, Ontario. He spins around high and tight from Chris Sale, who has registered 7 Ks to this point. But a 2-1 Toronto lead here to the 4th inning.
Martin's been swinging the bat better as of late, I heard. They miss him when he's not in the lineup. This guy's had a nice career. He really has.
He'll take a walk, too.
The 3-1 changeup that time to run the count full against Martin.
Darwin Barney next. And that one gets him. Hit by the pitch. So Russell Martin will take his base, and the leadoff man is on in the 4th inning. Let's see what's new at Jordan's Furniture and Shop now to get up to 72 months, no interest with equal payments and no minimum on all brand name furniture and mattresses. Shop in store or online at jordans.com. Yankees have jumped out in front of Tampa Bay 4-1. Ground ball, maybe 2. Bogaerts has the bag for 1 and turns the double play.
Love those kind of ground balls. The one that takes the shortstop right to second base. The second baseman does not have to be involved, which is always a good thing. And Bogaerts right there just takes it and makes the throw on the run to get a double play. That's what Sale needs right now, is a couple of quick outs.
Kind of an ugly at bat there to Martin, the way he pitched to him, right? 3-1 changeup, 3-2 hit him, and then he throws a changeup, double play. Beautiful.
Urania, the young shortstop, is 0 for 1, a strikeout victim in the 2nd. Four hits for Toronto. And fly to right center field. Moving on over Jackie Bradley, and Sale gets that fast inning. He faces only 3 men. 2-1 Toronto.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
This is the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year, Dude Perfect style. Yeah! Did you see that? Want to see it again? Yeah! You get epic internet and Wi-Fi. X1 with built-in Netflix. And more shows on the go than anyone. Dude, perfect.
Get our best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play and get free installation. Plus, get X1 DVR free for a year. Click today.
Mrs. Andrews, I found the perfect stone for your ring. Come in this afternoon. No. No.
Hello, the Hartford.
Yes, hello. I need to file a property claim.
Don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China, and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. Dang on it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
TC Jim and Carlos Pena will preview Rick Porcello's start tomorrow against the Blue Jays.
Benintendi to lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Blue Jays 2, Sox 1. He struck out looking in the first inning against Jay Happ. Always hard to hit against the Red Sox and a lot of other people. Lefties in particular not doing much against him, batting .214. Hanley on deck. Off his foot, foul ball, and in pain. This is the last thing the Red Sox need to see. He is up, but hobbled. John Farrell coming out with help.
You got that guard there. Let's see if it catches it. It does. Just got a piece of it, a little higher. It's that shin bone. That's got a bark.
Well, I'm not sure it got any of that guard.
Yeah, might be just above that a little bit.
Boy, given the situation with Mookie Betts and Dustin Pedroia, Eduardo Nunez, absolutely the last thing anyone in that dugout wanted to witness was Andrew Benintendi firing one off that leg. And did it get him on the calf? I wonder.
That takes a while, too. I'll tell you, it really stings, and it stays with you for a long time. You try to walk it off a little bit, but I guarantee when you get in there for your next swing, it's still barking.
I thought the best three words to come out of last night, actually earlier today, about Mookie Betts were no structural damage. As the Red Sox took a long look at that hand, had a hand specialist look, and
boy, he's in the dugout last night forever, wasn't he?
Yeah.
With the trainer looking, comparing two hands.
Still scares me.
Yeah.
Still scares me. It really does. You know, sometimes a sprain or whatever you want to call it is as bad as a break. It can be.
Farrell was talking about he swings so much. I mean, the guy practices like ridiculous. It's 6 months into the season, and he's taking swing after swing.
Good time to back off.
Yeah.
So the count 0-2 on Benintendi. Leading off here in the fourth inning.
I mean, he's still hurting.
Lots of fans, thousands at home in Cincinnati. Oh, and he did it again. Goodness gracious.
And that's what pitchers do, right, Eck? I mean, you get it one time, they come right back inside again.
Well, he took a pitch off. He threw him a little slider. Then he went back inside.
Just to show him.
Just to show him that ball's inside. He can't do anything else with it except hit there. He hit his back leg, didn't he? His back.
Yeah. Yes.
Back quad almost.
Yes.
This is a pain for the back going on now for Benintendi.
And he is going to be Mr. Black and Blue.
How can you go out and hit the ball outside now? Go reach for it.
That's how we got him back in the first inning.
Fans getting behind him on the 1-2. And he chops it to third. Donaldson across the diamond. Always very accurate. One man away. Let's bring in Casey now for the social stretch and more on the always interesting Trevor Bauer, Casey.
That's right, Obi. Remember last year, Game 3 of the ALCS, the close-up shot of Indians pitcher Trevor Bauer's finger just dripping blood while on the mound? Yeah, well, he cut it fixing his drone. Fast forward to this year, he needs your help finding a missing drone. My thinking is his teammates may have confiscated it until maybe after the postseason, so there aren't any more accidents. Dave, Eck, OB, do you agree?
My guess is Terry Francona had something to do with it.
Yeah, you kidding me? If I saw that drone after what happened last year, and I'm his teammate, I would dump the drone. Guy's a different cat. He really is.
In a lot of ways.
I watched a start that he had for us. It's fascinating to watch what he does before he throws. Remember we saw him with that, whatever that thing is. The javelin thing, he wiggles. Then he throws from about 350 feet. He's out there. He's got the headphones on. But, boy, is he having a good year.
16 wins.
Yes.
And has turned into a very reliable guy. They've been kind of waiting for that. But he has really turned into a winner. Keep him away from the drones.
He's probably their number 3, wouldn't you say?
I would. And a pretty darn good pitching staff.
Yes.
One down. Hanley's 0 for 1. He's grounded out to third. 2-1 Toronto, 4th inning.
And for the longest time, it looked like they were going to throw the changeup there. Russell Martin threw the changeup down, and there was a long hesitation. There was no shake-off.
Yeah, he had second thoughts.
By Happ, yeah, and then he just came back and put the one down for the fastball, and Hanley fouls it off.
If he was late on that fastball, he might have killed the changeup. There it is.
Second baseman to his left, Barney will get him. 2 down. Travis will be next. For 170 years, Hood has been committed to supporting New England communities. That's why we're proud to contribute to the Red Sox Foundation, which has distributed more than $93 million to provide kids and families in need with health, education, recreation, and social services. Sam grounded to third in the first inning, so 0 for 1.
That's a gift.
Curveball that certainly missed the corner, but a called strike. 2 down. Quiet night for the Sox offense so far, just 2 hits. And those were the first 2 batters of the game. Bogarts and Young with a single and a double. Two and 2.
That's where the game started out last night. Good for the Red Sox, and then quieted down offensively as the game went longer.
I thought they should have got to Anderson last night. He went 5 innings, made it.
And that's in there for strike 3. A slider that caught him looking. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Jay Happ.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
This is the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year, Dude Perfect style. Yeah! Did you see that? Want to see it again? Yeah! You get epic internet and Wi-Fi. X1 with built-in Netflix. And more shows on the go than anyone. Dude, perfect.
Get our best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play and get free installation. Plus, get X1 DVR free for a year. Click today.
Mrs. Andrews, I found the perfect stone for your ring. Come in this afternoon. No.
Hello, the Hartford.
Yes, hello. I need to file a property claim.
Don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust The Hartford.
Thank you.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Thanks, dude. Dang on it, bro.
PayPal can do that. PayPal lets you pay friends back fast, so you can all chip in for gas and start your road trip off right.
But DeWalt FlexVolt.
Serious history there. Number 313 to see a hook striking out Albert Bell. He was a monster back then. Hatterberg, the catcher, a name from the past, but that's Pedro at his best, 1999.
Unhittable. DeWalt FlexVolt, the official power tool of the Boston Red Sox. So that was 313 strikeouts, the Red Sox record for a single season. Is a high deep drive by Hernandez, and that ball is into the monster seats in a heartbeat. And it's their third solo home run tonight off of Chris Sale.
He's given one up on a fastball, a slider, and now a changeup. A first pitch changeup to Hernandez that he takes out of the ballpark.
You think he just reacted to this ball, Jerry? I mean, he can't be looking for this.
No, you're not looking changeup on the first pitch.
Maybe he threw it a little bit too hard, and he just ran into it.
Didn't sink away. It stayed in the inside part of the plate, as you can see right there.
This kid's having a pretty good September for them. That's home run number 6 in September.
3-1 Blue Jays. The first two of the ball game hit by this man Donaldson in the first inning and again in the third. He's going for a third one in the ball game for himself.
That was just challenge time right there. I'm going to challenge you with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Donaldson says, I'm going to challenge you with the hardest swing I've got.
24 home runs for Donaldson since the All-Star break, and fouls that one away. Benintendi remained in the game to go out to left field after beating himself up in the batter's box. He's been walking around trying to hope that pain away.
Donaldson's having the kind of year that Hanley Ramirez had in the second half last year.
Foul tipped and held by Leon for the strikeout, so he got him this time, and that is 8 strikeouts and 308 for Sale.
Yeah, he powered him. A little fastball, gets the plate, foul tip. He'll take it.
99 on that last fastball.
Whew. He was mad at him.
Yeah, mad at the home run before and mad at the home two that Donaldson has hit.
Here's Smoke. Routine ground ball to Marrero. And that'll be the second out. 2 gone here in the 5th.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC Jim and Carlos Pena will break down the game, and you'll hear from Chris Sale and John Farrell. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason?
Jose Bautista has walked and struck out. May very well be winding down his major league career. Soon to be 37 years old. Stay tuned after the third out of this half inning for the Mid-Fifth Studio Show with Adam and Casey. But he's hit 25 home runs at Fenway in his career, more than any other active player. Some very important home runs when they were competitive. One and lined into left center field. That's toward the alley. Benintendi looking to cut it. He's deep out there. Bautista to second. The throw a little off target, and he's in there. So Bautista on with a 2-base hit.
That's that slider again, Eck, and that time it stayed up in the zone. Bautista able to make contact, and you know, you look out there, you wonder why no slide at second base. Well, you know, Bautista's running in that direction. He can see where the ball is, so he knows it's going to be way off target. No need to go into a slide.
To me, good throw. He's out.
Yeah, good throw, and it's going to be a very close play at second base. But right here, he can look out, see where the throw is, and knows. And he just cuts inside, and he's got no problem.
made a little adjustment on that slider after the last time up with that emergency swing.
Well, no activity in the bullpen for the Red Sox here. Runner at second, 2 down for Morales, who has struck out and singled. And a 3-1 Toronto advantage. Yankees leading 4-1 over Tampa Bay in the 4th inning. This one in the 5th, and the home run ball has bit Chris Sale tonight with 3 solo homers. And a high fly ball. This one deep to left. Way back it goes. That ball is on top of the shelf. It's gone. That's going to be a 2-run homer. So Morales strikes. The home run continues to bite him. I mean, what an odd outing he's had. The strikeouts have been there, but Toronto is hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
This inning, all 3 hits are off-speed pitches. You change up, slider, slider.
And they have homered 4 times.
And this slider here says hit me. It's just flat, middle.
They're so used to seeing that slider buried down and in against right-handers, and that time just the middle of the plate. You can see clearly by that view right there. It's on top of the shelf for the home run.
That's the most home runs that Chris Sale has allowed this season. And fouled away by Pilar, who has singled and struck out. Bullpen beginning to move around for the Red Sox.
I bet you he's never given up 4 home runs in a game. Although playing in Chicago, the ball jumps out of there. You never know. The years he played there.
Nope, a 5-1 game here in the 5th. It has tied the most he has ever allowed in his career, we're being told. And the 0-1. Comebacker off Sale, deflected toward Bogarts, but he'll have no play. And that'll be a base hit.
Bullpen hasn't gotten going yet.
Kind of have to now, don't you?
Yeah.
And Willis coming out now, and that should get some stirring down in that bullpen area. That's so frustrating. You give up a home run, then you get a ball right back at you.
So rough inning for Sale. A home run by Teoscar Hernandez. Rather unexpected. He's hit 6, but as X said, swinging a good bat here in September. Then he got the next 2 out before the double by Bautista. And a 2-run shot by Morales on top of the shelf, and now a single by Pilar.
You know, he's got to be careful with that slider for a strike. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that nobody loosening up.
Well, there's 2 outs. That's probably, if there was less than that, they probably already would have been.
Yeah,
I think he's just going to get out the next hitter.
And you got 87 pitches up on the pitch count right now.
Sale's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 8 strikeouts, but 5 earned. And Martin, the hitter, he was hit by a pitch last time. Then
where's that?
Another one that he didn't get. Talking about Rackley, home plate umpire. He's missed a few tonight. And 1-0. He was out in front.
Back-to-back changeups. You got to stay focused. You know, you get upset. You're giving up 4 home runs. It's easy to try to rear back.
In tight and missed, according to the umpire.
You can see the shoulders just drop, you know, for Sale after a pitch like that is not called a strike. He feels he's got an inside corner strike with the fastball. Not called. He's had 2 in this at bat.
2 down and a man on.
You know, I'm struggling out here, and you're squeezing me. What do you throw 3-1? Challenge cheese?
You got to sit on it anyway.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Barnes beginning to loosen. Hard hit and speared by Devers. Nice play there. Otherwise, that was headed for the corner for an extra base hit. Toronto now on top 5-1. Time to turn it over to Adam and Casey for the mid-fifth studio show.
RPG gods on a quest for glory love the show because the journey to the top of the mountain is 100% fire demon free. Pave your path in Road to the Show. Everybody loves the show.
PlayStation.
This is the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year, Dude Perfect style. Yeah! Did you see that? Want to see it again? Yeah! You get epic internet and Wi-Fi. X1 with built-in Netflix. And more shows on the go than anyone. Dude, perfect.
Get our best offer of the year on the X1 Triple Play and get free installation. Plus, get X1 DVR free for a year. Click today.
Yes, 9 o'clock works for me. Bye. Another referral. Our customers love us.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi. I'm at a customer's home and we've broken something very expensive. Am I covered?
Yes. Don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
It's okay.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China,
The midway point, Rick Porcello may be facing a very, very important start coming up tomorrow night at 7:10. That's the last game of the first series, and the Houston Astros are in for 4. Porcello allowing 4 home runs so far.
Stay on top of the latest Red Sox news with Nesson's free Red Sox text alerts. From breaking news to in-game alerts, Nesson will make sure you are in the know. To sign up, just text Red Sox to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply.
Now, Devers will lead things off here in the last half of the 5th inning against Jay Happ. Raphael strikeout looking for his time, indicating a bunt, and takes a strike. In fact, the 3 men due up here in the 5th inning were all struck out by Jay Happ in the 2nd inning.
And you watch Happ throw. I mean, he throws what? A lot of straight fastballs. You know, maybe a little sink to him. Change up here and there. Not a real good breaking ball. Got some leverage. Big, tall kid.
Yep, 6'5".
Drop a kid on him. He's got to be in his mid-30s almost.
34.
That's a kid to me.
Sure it is.
That's a kid.
Everybody's a kid.
Yeah.
Kid to me.
Hey, kid.
Good athlete, too. He set his Chicago High School's all-time basketball scoring record. Popped him into center, racing out Urania. Pilar coming on. 1 away.
We were talking about Pilar in center field. He's playing deep. We were talking about that last night. He really does play deep.
Sure does. The Ice Bucket Challenge, Pete Frates and the Fight Against ALS, is a best-selling book by Casey Sherman and Dave Wedge. It's available right now at the Red Sox team store and Amazon.com. Read this powerful story of love and learn how one man and his family have changed the world. Have they ever? Fly to right. On the run, Bautista. There on the warning track, he hauls it in. 2 down.
I'll tell you what, Marrero's had some pop the other way with this new batting stance. We saw him go deep in Baltimore, but it's a can of corn out there, but I was just surprised how far he hit that ball.
And players tinker around with their stance all the time, and a lot. You noted, you mentioned last night about his hands coming in front of his body. It's really, it's just a timing mechanism, and it all has to get back to the same place before contact. And it doesn't matter how you start; it's where you finish. And a lot of guys will use things like that just for a timing mechanism to know that they're starting in the same place all the time.
A strike to Leon, who struck out in the 2nd inning. Happ, incidentally, has retired 14 consecutive Red Sox.
Take a look at Marrero where his hands are, but then watch him go back into the hitting position. And a little bit late with that swing as he goes to the opposite field with the fly ball slicing away from Batista, but Batista made the play.
Saw Brock Holt doing a very good job mimicking that new swing the other day. That'll miss downstairs. Red Sox trailing 5-1 in the 5th. Looking for a base runner. They have not had one since the second batter of the game against this lefty. And popped up. Smoke drifting out there, and he's got it. Last second adjustment, but he hauls it in. And Happ has set down 15 in a row. 5-1, the Blue Jays.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types. Because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
Yes, 9 o'clock works for me. Bye. Another referral. Our customers love us.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi. I'm at a customer's home and we've broken something very expensive. Am I covered?
Yes. Don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
It's okay.
Kayak can't search hundreds of haircuts to find the best one. No. But it can search hundreds of travel sites to find the best flight, hotel, or rental car. Huh?
Oh, you look great.
Yeah, I knew it. Compare hundreds of travel sites at once. Kayak. Search one and done.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
I used to love going to sports bars for honey barbecue chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, yes.
So we go to DQ for the honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this Blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket, only at DQ.
This season, now's your last chance to take home a past 2017 giveaway. Buy a ticket to the Last Chance bobblehead offer and receive a great giveaway item. Visit redsox.com/tickets and click Last Chance bobblehead offer for tickets and details.
Well, it's on to the top half of the 6th inning. Toronto with a 5-1 lead. Chris Sale with a short outing done after 5, giving up 5 runs, 8 hits. He gives way to Matt Barnes, his 68th appearance. And again, 4 home runs allowed, tying a career high for Sale. So Barnes will take on Darwin Barney here, who has walked and hit into a double play. Again, the Yankees leading Tampa Bay 4-1 in their game. They're trying to cut the Red Sox lead to 3. And a liner to right field, closing on it. Young, a slide. He can't get it. Has to go back to retrieve that, and Barney will be safe at first base.
Yeah, the ball hit hard there, but in the slide, I think his head might have bobbed a little bit. See, it looks like he's got it easily. But when he went into the slide, maybe he took his eye off it for a hair.
Hey, you know what I think? I think he lost this ball in the light tower. A lot of line drives that go in that direction, you know, they get about eye level with the light tower here at third base. And it happens a lot in right field here at Fenway Park. I think right at the last second, you can see him turn away.
That'll be ruled a base hit. And it'll send up Richard Urania, who has struck out and fly to center.
You think this is going to be a nice play when he goes into the slide, but like you said, maybe he lost it.
I think he did. I would be very surprised if that didn't end up in the light tower.
Ninth hit of the night for Toronto. The Sox have been held to 2.
Barney might try to run. You know, he's got 7 steals on the season, caught a couple of times.
Being held by Travis, who's manning first base tonight. That one flicked foul. And tomorrow night, 7:10, Rick Porcello on the hill. And what will be the final meeting of the year between the Sox and the Blue Jays. Red Sox are 12-5 against them. Porcello will take on Marco Estrada, the changeup specialist.
There he is. He just re-upped him, extended his contract. I think one or 2 years, not sure. He's getting up there too. He's about to be what, 36, 37?
And the 0-2 from Barnes. Leon thought about gunning to first base, diving back in Barney.
Had that ball been inside, I think you probably would have seen Leon try a pickoff at first base, but the ball was outside, and that makes it much more difficult for him to pivot and get that ball from behind the runner. You see the location of the pitch, and that makes a little bit of difference. If that ball's inside, he may be trying the pickoff.
Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Urania fans for the second time, 1 away.
Both times on breaking balls. The slider back in the second inning, this time on the curveball from Barnes. And a good one. Not 12-6, but about 1-7.
So Teoscar Hernandez to climb in on this warm night at Fenway. He is 1 for 3. He had one of the 3 solo home runs off of Sale, and Morales with a 2-run homer that just got out. That one foul tipped to the mid for a strike.
I mean, you don't see too many changeups hit out of the ballpark on Sale. There's just no way.
Well, the hottest hitter in baseball, it feels like right now, is on deck. Donaldson, and he got him twice. And Hernandez hit the change out.
A little late on that cheese, huh?
Yeah, 95.
That ball is in the glove, man.
And the 0-2 will not be made. Scooting back in Barney. The Sox came into play tonight with a magic number to clinch the AL East, still at 3. At the moment, 4 games ahead of the Yankees. Red Sox have had sole possession of first place since August 1st. And a stop by Leon to keep the runner at first base. And since the American League East was formed in 1969, the Red Sox have won 8 division titles. They have never won the AL East in consecutive seasons. John Farrell attempting to do just that.
That was a wild card. They won back-to-back, right? 2004 and 5, wasn't it?
Sox have never had to play in that 1-game wild card. Check swing. Did he offer? He did. Larry Vanover said a swing and a miss. So down he goes, strike 3.
Once again, a breaking ball that's not even close, but he throws the head at it.
Yeah, there's no question he broke the wrist on that, and if he'd have made contact, that'd have been a pretty hard hit ground ball.
That'll bring up Donaldson again. We almost do not want to throw him a strike. The way he is making contact. 3 home runs in the first 2 games of this series, 2 tonight. Barney on, and the 1-0 to Donaldson.
There's that slider. He doesn't. It says changeup, but that's a slider.
He's got the 4 pitches: the fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. Not too many changeups from Barnes.
When he used to start, that's when he used that. But that 12-6 thing is hard to throw for a strike. And that's what you worry about, I think, with Barnes is the control thing. You know, we've seen him at times go out there and just can't find the strike zone. You know, high fastballs, curveballs in the dirt. But when he's on, man, he's nasty.
High fly ball gets underneath this one. Benintendi on the move and makes the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Red Sox trying to get the offense going. 5-1 Toronto.
I used to love going to sports bars for Honey Barbecue Chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, he is.
So we go to DQ for the Honey Barbecue Glazed Chicken Strip Basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this Blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed Honey Barbecue Glazed Chicken Strip Basket, only at DQ.
Finally, partner, our own office.
Never gonna forget this, Dave.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the background.
Okay.
Best day ever.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi, we've had some property damage. Please tell me we're covered.
Yes, don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you. Thanks.
Limits are meant to be pushed. It's the only way progress is made. Some prefer to pace themselves. But I choose to floor it. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense, and other times credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
Why the Sox and the rest of America run on Dunkin'. Dunkin's iced coffee is consistently smooth and delicious. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, #1 in New England. The Boston Red Sox run on Dunkin'. Dennis Eckersley, Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien, and Garrett Austin with you from Fenway. So far, it is Jay Happ putting on a show, the left-hander. He's allowed the Sox just 2 hits, 1 run in the first inning. He's had a little more support, especially with the 4 home runs. Jackie Bradley 0 for 1 tonight, pops this one into left field down the line, and that's going to drop and foul. Donaldson with a long run down that line, but didn't get to it, but a foul ball. He was fortunate.
Hernandez is, Donaldson's looking for Hernandez, and he pulls up. Luckily, that ball's foul. Hernandez didn't want any part of that. Look at this. He looks for Hernandez, saying, "Where are you?" And he's in his trot mode.
Yeah, that's where the outfield is going to go as hard as he possibly can for as long as he can, and if he can't get to it, then Donaldson has to make an effort at it. But it's much easier making the play going in than going back.
He should have been hustling after that thing.
Jackie trying to snap an 0 for 23. And now it is 0 for 24. So he's 0 for 2 tonight. Let's toss it down to Guerin.
OB, the Red Sox organization has done so much to help the victims of the recent hurricanes, but the Red Sox wives wanted to help out. So Brock Holt's wife, Lakin, and Chris Young's girlfriend, Kristen, came up with the idea to have the wives create these My Favorite Things baskets for each of the players. Now, these baskets are filled with all kinds of unique things, from the players' favorite snacks, activities, music, things from their hometowns, as well as gift cards to their favorite local restaurants. Fans can bid on these baskets by visiting redsox.com/Harvey, and they have until October 1st. And guys, Christian Vasquez is from Puerto Rico. I talked to him yesterday. He said he's been in communication with his family every day. They're doing fine, and so is his house, thankfully.
Well, that is good news. Obviously, not everyone can say that, not even close. So much damage there. Incredible. But our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims of these storms. So many Red Sox and ball players around the major leagues are personally and deeply affected. Xander with a base hit. He's also lined to right. Someone trying to break up Happ here. He is on quite a run. He has set down 16 straight.
Yeah, he's doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, he's got himself a lead. He's attacking Red Sox hitters. He's coming right after him. He's throwing strikes.
It was a 20-game winner a year ago, the 2-2.
Very close on that pitch right there, but just outside a little bit.
Got that little teeny slider. Nothing, nothing dynamite. Nothing that.
It's almost like a cut fastball.
Yeah, no big deal, but he's, doing his thing.
Activity in the Sox bench, Joe Kelly. This is not out of character for Happ against the Red Sox. We mentioned it earlier. In 7 starts against Boston, 3-0, a 2.09 ERA. We've seen this act before. Trying to solve him now in the middle innings. And the 3-2. Deep short. Knocked down by Urania. No play. Could very well be a base hit finally.
I think it should be. I mean, if he makes the backhanded play, he's going to have to stop, make a long throw across the diamond, and try to get a fast Bogart. So, in my opinion, I think this should be a base hit.
Yeah, he had to go a ways for this ball. If he catches it clean, he's got to make a perfect throw on the run. That's a base hit.
So that stops the streak at 16 consecutive batters set down, and brings up Chris Young. He has an RBI double tonight. He's also fly to right. 1 down, and finally a base runner for the Red Sox, the first since the first inning, and now another one. A single for Young. They're on at first and second.
Yeah, those are the two guys that did it back in the first inning. Bogarts with a single, Young with a double. This time single here in the 6th inning with 1 out.
Might as well be aggressive. Nothing's happening.
And, as I mentioned, Dick, I mean, he's just trying to get ahead of these Red Sox hitters. He's throwing strikes. As an offense, try to take advantage of that.
Here's Benintendi, a strikeout and a grounder tonight. Last time up, he fouled 2 pitches off his legs. And he pops this one up. Donaldson says he has it. Infield fly in effect. And there are 2 down.
That sets a tough time. Last time Benny decides to just swing at the first pitch, but you'll see these first 2 hits off of Happ. Ground ball in the hole. Excuse me, that's his last time up. This was excruciating. And then, he's going to do it again. Off of his quad, his back quad. I mean, it's like... That took its toll on him. So this time up, he just swung at the first pitch and popped it up.
And Ramirez 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. First and second, but 2 away.
Now the Red Sox need something here to really generate some excitement. You lose a ball game last night, you fall behind in this one. Got to get back in the ball game with one swing of the bat.
Trying to do something to get this crowd back into it, too.
He almost called it last night, Jerry, remember?
Yeah, I had a good feeling last night.
The breaking ball he got to hit, and then he put a good swing on it, just missed it.
Red Sox need something big.
Caps 2-0. Fouled away.
See Hanley trying to pull that ball down and away.
Yeah, he was definitely in pull mode with the count 2 balls, no strikes, looking for something middle in, but that ball stayed away from him, and he ends up just topping it.
Of course, on the last road trip, Red Sox went 8-1. They swept Cincinnati in a ballpark where the DH was not used, National League City, so Hanley only had 8 at-bats on the entire trip. Well, he did get 3 hits. Two and two.
Once again.
Yep, same thing. Keeping that ball away from him, Harris. Hap saying, if you're going to beat me, you got to beat me to the big part of the ballpark.
It's a perfect pitch, I think. Fastball, kind of away, especially when the guy's in pull mode. This guy knows where his fastball's going.
He's always been a highly intelligent pitcher. He did go to Northwestern. Also pitched for the Phillies, Astros, Seattle, and the Pirates.
He's got educated cheese then, right?
Educated cheese. Hanley would love to teach it a lesson here, but out comes Martin. And they will have a conversation. Sox are down by 4.
Do you think they'll ever cut that down to once an inning, or what were they talking about?
I think they will.
I think they will. Okay.
It's gotten out of hand. Watching as Kohler gets going, watching Gary Sanchez make incessant mound visits whenever the Sox play the Yankees. And that one tied him up, made a big pitch at 95 to strike out Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 3 tonight. And Happ continues to pitch very effectively.
I used to love going to sports bars for honey barbecue chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, yes.
So we go to DQ for the honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this Blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket, only at DQ.
Finally, partner. Our own office.
Never gonna forget this, Dave.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the background.
Okay.
Best day ever.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi, we've had some property damage. Please tell me we're covered.
Yes, don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cool cats and fly guys love the show because when they win, they look good. All new player celebrations. Road to the show. Everybody loves the show.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
New England VA Healthcare, serving those who serve. Visit Nesson.com/veteran to learn more. Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. And by Eastern Bank, join us for good. Top half of the 7th inning at Fenway. Sox are down 5-1. Yankees are still leading in the 5th inning over Tampa Bay 4-1. And Justin Smoke about to lead off here against Joe Kelly out of the bullpen for the 53rd time. He's had an outstanding year, 4-1, 2.59 ERA. Smoke is 0 for 3. You know, Hap's been very good. We mentioned how smart he's been, how effective he's been. He's also facing a vastly depleted lineup, and he's kind of taking advantage of that.
I agree. Still got to give him credit, making pitches.
Yep. But no Mookie Betts, no Dustin Pedroia, no Eduardo Nunez.
I'll tell you what, Joe Kelly's been throwing the ball good lately. We always think about his 100 miles an hour, but he threw a changeup the other day that punched somebody out, I think in Cincinnati, but he's been dealing. He really has. He gets his breaking ball over. He's like dynamite.
Two sock to right field. Young on the move there. Did well, but for now, one away.
Good solid contact by Smoke there, but right at Chris Young out there in right field.
Let's check out the results of our Dunkin' Donuts poll question. With a rookie record 50 home runs, is Aaron Judge the favorite now to win the American League MVP? And for Sox fans, a resounding no.
That's not even close, is it?
Come on.
Well, the viewers have spoken. I mean, clearly.
Yeah, I guess.
74%. We're going to see the man we judge to be the other candidate, the most serious candidate, coming in with the Houston Astros in the 4-game series, and that is Jose Altuve. It's a lot of fun to watch. He's going to win a batting title again. Popped up by Bautista. Out goes Marrero. Young coming in. 2 down. Time for a game break now. Brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. And here's TC. Boy, how different it would have been in DTC. Thank you very much. Bases empty for Kendrys Morales. Had a good night, a single and a 2-run homer when Chris Sale was in the game.
I'm just curious, you know, does everybody get to wear any kind of shoes that they want to wear? Remember?
I think they can now, Eck. Yeah.
Just curious because we see him out there styling with white shoes, right? It's kind of glaring to see that.
I think he just got those today in the Red Sox clubhouse.
Really?
Yeah. He had a box full of stuff that came in, and the white shoes. When I looked at him, I said, that looks pretty clean.
They're clean, all right. No stripes or anything.
The Oakland Athletics, right?
Yeah. But that's different. Remember, we had to wear the same shoe.
Same thing, yeah.
I mean, different companies, but the same black
same
shoe,
color.
Yeah.
Popped up. That'll twist foul out of play.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, you know,
because
a little personality. You know, I mean,
not like. But did you like that weekend with the names and this stuff?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
No.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I didn't know who anybody was.
I can speak for Jerry on this. He would not have enjoyed it.
He wouldn't have liked it.
Would not have liked it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think you know, show a little character, show a little of your own style. I think it's great. You know, you used to see it only in All-Star games.
Yeah, right.
Remember that?
2-1, flied into the corner. Benintendi racing to the track, and he's there to pull it down and retire the side. So in the new shoes, Kelly gets him 1-2-3.
I used to love going to sports bars for Honey Barbecue Chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, yes.
So we go to DQ for the Honey Barbecue Glazed Chicken Strip Basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this Blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed Honey Barbecue Glazed Chicken Strip Basket, only at DQ.
Finally, partner, our own office.
Never gonna forget this day.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the background.
Okay.
Best day ever.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi, we've had some property damage. Please tell me we're covered.
Yes, don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you. Thanks.
RPG gods on a quest for glory love the show because the journey to the top of the mountain is 100% fire demon free. Pave your path in Road to the Show. Everybody loves the show.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.
Tire and celebrating the Cardinal Cushing Center's years of changing lives for people with intellectual disabilities. Congratulations on 70 great years. Bottom 7. Red Sox starting to run shy on chances here. They're down 5-1. Jay Happ's pitching line brought to you by Lexus, inviting you to see, hear, feel, and experience amazing. He has been weaving a web tonight.
I think more than anything, it's been his fastball command. Getting ahead a little bit.
Travis, one of the men he has struck out. Travis was also grounded out to third base. Boston held to 4 hits into the 7th. A good count for him, though. 3-1. Devers on deck, and then Marrero scheduled to bat. Three and 2.
I was going to say, if you don't get a fastball on a 3-1 count in a 5-1 game, never know.
Got one inside and actually got jammed on it. A couple of pretty good plays tonight in the stands.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have a beer in your hand, you're good to go. Oh.
Chase ball 4 there. Down he goes, strike 3. He is 0 for 3 tonight.
He's got him a couple of times. He got him on a slider back in the 4th inning, and now the high fastball out of the strike zone.
CVS Health is investing $50 million over 5 years to extend their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives, moving us one step closer toward a tobacco-free generation. Learn more at cvshealth.com/be the first. Devers lunging, flicks a foul on that slider.
As a pitcher, then that strike 3 there to Travis. Oh, you're loving it. Absolutely loving it. Fastball out of the strike zone. Get away with it. Punch out. Oh.
Happ has struck out 8. Fouled off himself, and he's in some pain. Boy, this is going around tonight.
What is it with that fastball inside to a left-handed hitter?
Yeah, that's a little two-seamer right there that will continue to run back in on Devers. And hits right on top of it. He's got that slight uppercut swing, and those kind of guys that have that swing do this a lot. Right off the back foot, it looked like. Yeah.
Yep, right off the outside part of that foot. 2 strikes on him.
He just knows what he's doing with that fastball. A little sink. And you see him run it upstairs. His breaking ball is very mediocre. He's not a biter.
He's only gone 7 innings twice all season. Knocked down the line, but that's going to slice up into the Coca-Cola section. Hit well, but foul. The season high in pitches is 115. He's at 102 right now. Last time out, 108. Two-strike pitch. A wave and a miss. That is 9 strikeouts for Happ.
And it took a little off the curveball that time, and very few of those tonight.
Oh, you're right. Hasn't been a lot of curveballs, some sliders, but not this one. Took a lot off of it. Hit him out front.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, because that's really not even in your mind as a hitter because you just haven't seen any.
So he has whiffed 9 Red Sox. His season high is 10. He's already got Marrero once looking and also gotten the fly to right. That one flared toward the stands for strike 1. 5-1 Toronto, 7th inning. Germany along with Tepera in the bullpen for the Blue Jays.
There's that curveball again, I think. Not much different, a little just slower than the slider. That's about it.
He saved that baby, hasn't he? To the 7th inning.
There it is. Not 12-6. I don't know what you want to call that, Jerry.
That was about 3:30.
2-1. Sucked into right center field. Pilar to be tested out of the warning track. A leaping play. He caught it on the fly.
Look at that power.
Red Sox go 1, 2, 3 yet again. 5-1 Toronto at the end of 7.
I used to love going to sports bars for honey barbecue chicken, but now I'm doing the dad thing.
Yeah, yes.
So we go to DQ for the honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket. I like this dad thing.
I like this Blizzard thing.
The sauced and tossed honey barbecue glazed chicken strip basket, only at DQ.
Finally, partner, our own office.
Never gonna forget this day.
Selfie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's in the background.
Okay.
Best day ever.
Hello, the Hartford.
Hi, we've had some property damage. Please tell me we're covered.
Yes, don't worry. You chose the right small business insurance.
When the unexpected strikes, the Hartford strikes back. It's why over 1 million small businesses and their agents trust the Hartford.
Thank you. Thanks.
Limits are meant to be pushed. It's the only way progress is made. Some prefer to pace themselves. But I choose to floor it. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
If you want to buy art from an obscure website in China, and then pay your roommate back for the lo mein from Chinatown.
Best. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Ford Trucks, built Ford Tough, the official truck of the Red Sox. McDonald's, any McCafe muffin with any size coffee, just $1.99. Digital Federal Credit Union, see what DCU can save you. And by your New England Audi dealers and the 2018 Audi Q5. 8th inning. Red Sox fans still hopeful tonight, down 5-1.
It's like Pablo Sandoval a little bit, doesn't it? Facially?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
The Panda returns. Here's Pilar. He's gone 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. Facing Joe Kelly out there for a second inning. Pilar not thrilled with that call. Martin on deck. If you're just tuning in, Chris Sale only on the hill for 5 innings tonight. So he surrendered 5 runs, 8 hits. He did strike out 8 men, but he allowed a career tying 4 home runs. 2 of them by that man.
He's been a beast in this series.
Yeah, he's been picketed over there at third base, too.
Yeah, very nice plays defensively. Offensive standout.
An avid baseball card collector to this day. 1-2. Up the middle and a base hit to center. So he's had a good night. Pilar with his 3rd single.
Now Pilar, doing it offensively, and he made a heck of a play off Devin Marrero to end last inning, going back toward that Red Sox bullpen. I mean, we take that for granted when we watch Pilar play center field, but not a lot of guys would have got to that line drive.
And he caught that easy.
Gets such a good jump on the ball in the outfield, and as we've talked about, throughout the series, he plays deep. He was there in a heartbeat.
And I was telling you about Marrero's power the other way. I mean, isn't that surprising? I mean, he put a charge in this ball. Look at this.
He did.
He's got that easy.
And he had that tracked right from his first crossover step.
Putting on that oven mitt. Martin hit by a pitch. He's lined out and grounded out. Certainly a double play candidate. Five runs, 10 hits for the Blue Jays. 1 run, only 4 hits for the Sox so far tonight.
Protect those fingers and wrists.
He runs. The pitch is swung on a foul back. Martin going down on a knee.
Oh, he had that base stolen.
He had a great jump at first base. That's one when you're running, you just
please
pray.
Swing and miss. Swing and
miss. Take it. Don't hit it. Because I'm getting in a scoring position for you.
Really?
And one of the few running threats for this Blue Jay team. Nobody out, a man on. Not running this time, and that's a ball.
I guess you really couldn't put 2 mitts on, could you? Because then you couldn't hold on to anything, right? I mean, I don't know. Seen a lot of those mitts over the years recently.
Be 2-2 to Martin. Runner holding. 3-2.
If you're a first base coach in a game of baseball now, you got to bring a wheelbarrow out to first base with you because they come down there with all kind of stuff, shin guards and elbow pads, and then you got to have the mitt ready for Pilar when he comes out.
Get the bases loaded. You got everybody's stuff, right?
Yeah.
It passes by.
You got to have the bat boy come out and get it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got him picked. Travis drops the ball and has no play. Just flat dropped it.
Pilar comes out smelling like a rose. Getting cute over there, trying to get another big jump.
Yeah, 3-2. Also, you don't need a big jump, and a 3-2 count. But you can see Travis right there scuffling to get the ball in his glove. And Pilar catches a big break because they had him dead to rights.
E3 to get him down to second.
Kelly looks like a genius throwing over there. Picking somebody off like that, 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. Usually as a base runner, you're not trying to get a stolen base. You're just trying to make sure he goes home, then go.
I never even throw over 3-2. I'm just thinking they're going to shorten up anyway.
So full count on Martin. In play. Marrero will go to first. Who's going to be there? They both are. And got him at first base. Safely into third base is Pilar. So they have a man 90 feet away now with one man gone. There should be a couple of men out in the inning.
You know, well, Kelly's going to get over there. You know that. Kelly almost has to get out of the way, but he's sort of such an athlete. He wants to get involved, you know?
I'll tell you what, don't be surprised if you see a squeeze play in this situation here. It's a 5-1 ball game. You're working toward the bottom of the lineup. It wouldn't surprise me at all with the number 9 hitter on deck. We'll see.
Little sniff job here.
Barney the batter. Good speed at third, one down.
Kelly's kind of hard to bunt off of. He's
He's
all over the place.
Throws hard.
Goins has come to the on deck area and would hit for Urania. (5-1) Toronto, 8th inning. High and tight, 1-1. 99 on the gun.
If you got to go back to that play, you're more likely to do it now with the count 1-1.
Heath Hembree loosening.
I always think of Socha. You know, in that playoff game that he was bunting with Ibar. Remember that?
Yank foul, a ball and 2 strikes.
As I said, they will not be squeezing in this situation. There's no way.
But do you remember Ibar? Do you happen to remember that?
Yeah, sure do. Remember that, yeah.
And they screwed it up, and I was thinking he was over-managing. But
it was unnecessary.
Right. Cost him the series, I thought.
And Terry Francona did it one year, and the play blew up, and he said, "You will never see me do that again.
Exactly.
Ever again." And I don't think he has. Foul away.
Now, the other thing that's going to happen here, I wouldn't be at all surprised that Pilar at third base plays contact with the infield in their weigh-in because they expect the contact play with 1 out. That means any ball on the ground, he'd be off at third base trying to score.
(1-2) from Kelly.
Boy, everything's been up and in.
Really, he's not finishing at all. That hook of his is hit or miss too.
Two and 2 on Darwin Barney.
Just can't get it down. He's finished that a little bit.
Barney is not a high average hitter, but he fouls off a ton of pitches, and I thought that was a factor in Chris Sale's short outing tonight.
Yeah, they fouled off a lot of pitches off Chris Sale tonight. Get that pitch count up early in the ballgame.
That's hard to do,
especially with him.
Fastball away. Took a lot to get there, but this is what's happening.
2-2.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't get it.
Did not get it, and it's ball 3.
Wow.
100 miles an hour, looked like it was right on the black.
He didn't see it.
I mean,
that ball is perfect.
This is exactly what he wanted to do, and he did it.
I mean, that is perfect on the corner.
Joe would like to know where it missed. 3-2, and he walks him. So they'll be on at first and third with 1 down, and that'll bring up Goins. He'll hit in a 9 spot for Urania.
Tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. TC Jim and Carlos Pena will preview tomorrow Rick Porcello's start against the Blue Jays. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
Well, I'm going to present it again in this situation where there's a possibility you could see a bunt. And what I the reason I say that is the one thing you don't want to have happen here is have a ground ball double play to end the inning. And you got a guy up there and hitting out of the ninth spot, Goins coming in and pinch hitting. I mean, all you got to do is drag one down the first base line. Run's going to score. Not going to get a double play. Got another run on the board. So, I mean, it's a pretty simple play to do. You see it a lot in the National League. We'll see how they execute here with the first and third and one out.
Joe Madden does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Right.
does.
He does.
I think it's a great play. You can't defend it.
Right.
Goins 235. A little bit of Powers at 9 homers. They've got Pilar at third base, Barney at first base. 5-1 Blue Jays in the 8th. And he'll look at a strike.
Surprisingly, he hit that home run last night, wasn't it? Kind of shocked me. Got a slider from Reed. I was just talking about how Reed has a great slider to left-handers. Should have never said it.
The 0-1. Now, Goins been pretty hot with the bat lately. 367 in his last 11 games.
Hit a slam the other day after he did that hidden ball trick. He's doing it all that day.
In fact, that was his second grand slam this season that he's hit by himself. Red Sox still don't have one. Scampering back Barney.
This dude's got 2 slams and we got none.
Hard to believe. After tonight, only 5 games remain in the regular season. And Kelly with a 1-1. Fly ball to left. Benintendi backing up and turns, has to play it off the wall. That'll bring in a run. Pilar in to score. Barney into third on a long base hit by Goins off the bench to make it 6-1 Blue Jays. And John Farrell coming out.
Well, he got soft fastballs. That's what he saw. Fastball down, first pitch, down and in, strike. And then fastball outside corner for a ball. And he's going to get a ball up. Gets a ball up, gets the head on it, off the wall.
So Joe Kelly will depart, allowing a couple of hits. There was a key error in the inning. Hembree coming in. We'll be back at Fenway in just a moment.
PayPal lets you check out with any of your payment types, because sometimes debit makes sense. And other times, credit makes sense. PayPal lets you set your payment preferences in advance. So when you're ready to check out, you won't have to type in those digits.